Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Canaan, there lived a woman named Hagar. Hagar was an Egyptian servant to Sarai, the wife of Abram. Sarai and Abram were very old and had no children. God had promised Abram that he would be the father of many nations, but Sarai had not been able to have any children. One day, Sarai had an idea. She thought that maybe she could have a child through Hagar. So, she told Abram to take Hagar as his wife and have a child with her. Abram agreed, and soon Hagar became pregnant. When Hagar realized she was going to have a baby, she began to look down on Sarai. This made Sarai very upset, and she blamed Abram for the trouble. Sarai treated Hagar so harshly that Hagar ran away into the desert. She felt alone, scared, and hopeless. As she wandered in the wilderness, she came to a spring of water. There, an angel of the Lord found her and spoke to her. The angel asked, "Hagar, servant of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going?" Hagar replied, "I am running away from my mistress Sarai." The angel of the Lord said to her, "Go back to your mistress and submit to her. I will increase your descendants so much that they will be too numerous to count." The angel also told her that she would have a son and that she should name him Ishmael, which means God hears, because the Lord had heard her misery. Hagar was amazed and comforted by the angel's words. She realized that God had seen her suffering and had come to help her. She called the Lord who spoke to her El-Roi, which means the God who sees me. She said, "I have now seen the one who sees me." With renewed strength and hope, Hagar returned to Sarai and Abram. She gave birth to a son and named him Ishmael, just as the angel had instructed. Although life was still challenging, Hagar knew that God was with her and that he saw her and cared for her. Years later, when Ishmael was a young boy, Sarai, who was now called Sarah, finally had a son of her own named Isaac. Sarah saw Ishmael playing with Isaac and became worried that Ishmael would share in Isaac's inheritance. She asked Abram, now called Abraham, to send Hagar and Ishmael away. Early the next morning, Abraham gave Hagar some food and water and sent her and Ishmael into the desert. Hagar wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba, and soon the water ran out. She placed Ishmael under a bush and walked a short distance away, not wanting to see her son die. She sat down and began to sob. But God heard the boy crying, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven, "What is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid, God has heard the boy crying as he lies there. Lift the boy up and take him by the hand, for I will make him into a great nation." Then God opened Hagar's eyes, and she saw a well of water. She went and filled the skin with water and gave the boy a drink. God was with Ishmael as he grew up. He lived in the desert and became an archer. Hagar found a wife for him from Egypt, and Ishmael became the father of a great nation, just as God had promised. Here are some important lessons from this story. God sees our suffering. Just as God saw Hagar's suffering and came to her aid, he sees our struggles and cares for us. We are never truly alone because God is always watching over us. God hears our cries. The name Ishmael means God hears. This reminds us that God hears our prayers and our cries for help. He is attentive to our needs and responds with compassion. Obedience and trust. Hagar obeyed the angel's command to return to Sarai, even though it was difficult. Her obedience and trust in God's promise brought her blessings and hope for the future. Have you ever felt alone and hopeless like Hagar did in the desert? How do you think Hagar felt when the angel of the Lord spoke to her and gave her hope? What do you think about Hagar's story and the name El-Roi? What does it mean to you that God is El-Roi, the God who sees you? How does knowing that God sees you and hears you impact your life? Please share your thoughts and answers in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching.